Literature textbook Flamingo, Chapter 1st, The Last Lesson by Alphonse Daudet. Alphonse Daudet is considered to be one of the most iconic names of French literature. Unlike many famous writers in the world history, Alphonse wasn't very well educated. He wrote his first novel at the age of 14. His works drew inspiration from instances of his life. His works, Trente Ans de Paris, Sophie, Letters de Montmollin, seemed to be more like autobiographies. Moreover, his name is famous among the citizens of France. So, in this chapter, Alphonse Daudet describes the year 1870 when the Prussian forces under Bismarck attacked and captured France. The French districts of Alsace and Lorraine went into Prussian hands. The new Prussian rules and rulers discontinued the teaching of French in the schools of these two districts. The French teachers were asked to leave. The story describes the last lesson of one such French class under Mr. Hamel. M. Hamel could no longer remain in his old school. He gave his last lesson with utmost devotion. One of his students, friends, who played truant with French class and feared Mr. M. Hamel's iron rod and came to school that day thinking he would be punished as he had not learned his lesson on participles. On reaching school, he found M. Hamel dressed in Sunday clothes, all the old people of the village sitting there. That was when he realized for the first time how important French was for him, that it was his last lesson in the school. The story The Last Lesson highlights the human tendency to procrastinate and put away things for tomorrow. Hence, man keeps postponing the lessons of life, oblivious to the fact that life is subject to change. The people of Alsace always thought they had plenty of time to learn the lessons. Therefore, they did not give much importance to school. They preferred sending their children to work on the farms and mills instead of having them learn the lessons. Even Franz, the narrator, always looked for opportunities to skip the school and collect birds' eggs. However, the unexpected happens and an order is received from Berlin regarding the compulsory teaching of German in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. It is then that they realize that they would be deprived of what they had been evading all this while. The last French lesson taught by M. Hamel symbolizes the loss of language and the loss of freedom for France. It becomes an emotional lesson rendered by M. Hamel to the villagers, signifying the changing order of life and its impact on the sensibility and emotions of people. The marching soldiers under the windows represent the dawn of Persia in France, defeat of the French people, the resultant threat to their language and culture.